Yes, welcome to Tabletop Baseball. Some late night action. Back to the 66 Koufax replay. This is game 18. He is 11-3. And they're facing a new team. It's kind of exciting. I get to break out a new team. It's the Atlanta Braves. It seems like every game's been the Astros, the Giants. Astros and Giants. Been kind of trading back and forth on those two. So it is the Braves. It's in Atlanta. Denny LeMaster. It's a left-hander, so two left-handers on the mound. And for the Dodgers, they will have John Kennedy back at second. I was looking at their cards. Kind of interesting here. They have Lefevre plays third. They've got Jim Lefevre playing third base. He's a 324. Look at John Kennedy playing third base. He's a 117. So, it looks like to me John Kennedy's a better third baseman than Lefevre, but they always have Lefevre playing third and Kennedy at second. He's a 217 or 317 at second base. Same as Lefevre. So if you put Lefevre at second, you've got the same thing. And then you put Kennedy at third. You've got a better third baseman. But we're going with what they decided. So Koufax is 11-3. Now in this actual game, this is what actually happened here. Dodgers won it 2-1. It was a close one. Another complete game for Koufax. 9 innings, 7 hits, 1 run, 2 earned, 11 strikeouts. Or 2 walks, 1 earned. 11 Ks, so basically a typical game. Typical Koufax numbers. See if we can't duplicate that. Pretty decent lineup for the Braves. Alou. Okay, Mickey, Aaron, Cardi, Torrey, Oliver. Not the greatest catcher in the world. He's a 4+1 arm. Eddie Matthews, Woody Woodward. Let's get this puppy started. Maury Wills, he's a switch hitter. 2 lefties. 1-6. 1-6, and LeMaster's going to strike him out. So 1 out. Wes Parker, another switch hitter. And it's a 2-7. 2-7, and another strikeout by the left-hander from Atlanta. Ballpark check home runs. Left-handers 1-19. Right-handers 1-16. Pretty good opportunity there for a home run. 1-9. And Willie Davis is going to ground it out to second. And that ends the inning. Bottom of 1, here's Felipe Alou. It's 4-5. He's a right-hander. 4-5, and that's a strikeout. Dennis Menke. 2-8. 2-8 versus a lefty. He's a strikeout. So 2 Ks for each pitcher. See if Koufax can strike out the side. Here's Hank Aaron. We all know what he can do. A 4-2. Right-hander, 4-2. 1-3 single chance. And it's going to be an 8. He'll line it out to short. So 6 batters and 4 strikeouts. And we have Tommy Davis. 3-6. 3-6 lefty. There's a solid single for Tommy Davis. And not much in the way of stealing. But he's a 2-5. The Masters -1. And then you got the old plus Oliver's a +1, so that's a 0 there. But Lou Johnson, he's a decent bunter. But for right now, we're going to hit away. A 3-8, 3-8, hit by pitch. Lou Johnson's hit by pitch, and it's first and second now, nobody out. For Jim Lefevre, almost hit for the cycle again earlier, previous game. He's done it once. A 6-7. He's going to be batting right-handed, second base X. So a tough play for Woodward. 324. 17 is going to be a G1, and then a 10 on a 24. G1, no error, but we have runners at first and second. First and second, it's going to be a double play ball. Infield's normal. So it was hit to second. .463. That confuses me. Why does it say 5-4? Double play 54. Well, I guess you look over here. Catcher at third. If the ball's hit to catcher or third, the result is third to second double play. Batter safe. Otherwise, it was hit to second, so it's a 4-6-3. Otherwise, refer to double play 43. And that's what it is. So Lefevre hits into the double play. Here's John Kennedy. Tommy Davis at third. Trying to get Koufax that one run he needs. It's 2-9, 2-9 lefty. He'll ground it out to short. So they leave Tommy Davis stranded at third. And it's still 0-0. Rico Carty. 2-9. 2-9. Flies out to left. Long fly ball to left for Rico. There's one out. Here's Joe Torre. 4-6. And he's a right-hander. Grounds it out to third. Slaps one down to third. Lefevre makes the play. Gene Oliver. 5'11". Right-hander. First base X. And first base X. Parker's a 113. 7 and a 1's a G1. And then a 13 on a 13. There is a 13. Naturally, it's going to be a one base error. It's an error on Parker. Oliver reaches. 2 downs. Oliver at first. There's Eddie Matthews. Lefty is 6-6. 6-6 is a walk. So first and second, Woodward, the number 9 hole. A 1-6 versus a lefty and Woody Woodward. Look at this kid. 1-6. 1-3 is a triple. Anything else, he singles 2 stars. It's a 7, so single 2 stars for Woody Woodward. That scores a run. It's not going to be earned. So the batter reached on an error. It brings up the pitcher. First and third, 2 down. Denny LeMaster, a 6'11", and he's a right-hander, shortstop, ground out. Grounds it out to Maury Wills. Braves pick up a run as Wes Parker error comes back to hurt him. Jeff Torborg, the catcher, a 5'7", right-hander, flies it out to right field. Now here's Koufax, 1 out, bases clear, 1-6, struck him out. 2 down, Maury Wills, 1-8, and Maury's going to draw a walk, 1-8 walk. And with 2 outs, he's definitely going to try to steal. 2-10 and a 12. And it's a 4, so he does get a good lead. And let's check it again. A 1 and a +1. -1 plus 1's a 0. And -2 for being held on to 1-13. So 1-13. It's a 4. Stolen base for Wills. Now Wes Parker can redeem himself. A single. 4-8. Right-hander. 1-18 is going to be a single. But it's going to be a 1-star single. And guess what? It's a 19. He lines it out to third. Amazing. But the third baseman, Eddie Matthews, jumps about 25 inches in the air and catches that line drive. So bottom of 3, Braves up 1-0. 4-7. The old 4-7 fly out to left on the right-hander, or fly out to right. Contacts are getting a little bit dry. Need some moisture. Dennis Menke, 4-6, right-hander, grounds it out to third. Well, I was writing fly out, but it's a ground out to third. 2 down. Here's Hank Aaron. Line drive. 3-5. 3-5 versus the lefty. Fly out to center, so it's a deep one to the warning track. Stays in the park, though. For Mr. Hank Aaron. Top of the 4th, and I should have moved that. Didn't move it. My bad. 24 inches, I don't know. That's not really that high. Of course, back then, 1966, might have been. 2-11. Grounds it out to third, Willie. Slapping it down to Eddie Matthews at third. There's 1 out. Here's Tommy Davis. 4-7. He's a right-hander. Struck him out. Denny LeMaster. Now in this actual game, Denny LeMaster did go 8 1/3 innings. Point of weakness is the 8th inning. 3-8. 3-8. Hit by pitch. Guess who? Lou Johnson. Second time he's been hit by the pitch from Denny LeMaster. He's got some bruises going on. Now Lefevre with 2 down. Lou Johnson at first. Work some magic. Lefevre. 4-4. He'll be batting right. It's a 4-4 center field X. Center fielder. Lou is a 3-7. A 6 on a 3. And that's a SI2. That is a 6. And then a 9, 10, 11 on a 7. So no error. But it is a single. Runners advance 2 bases. Lefevre did work some magic. He dropped it in there. And Lou Johnson ends up at third base. We've got 2 down, first and third. Here's John Kennedy. Not the president. 2-9. And it's going to be a little ground ball to short. He's got a lot of good stuff up there when you get down to the 8 through 12. Not so much. 2-9 is going to be a round out to short. Second time tonight for Kennedy. So the Dodgers come up empty. Leave a couple stranded. Rico Carty, 0 for 1. He flew out. 4-7. And he's a right-hander. It's going to be another fly out to right this time. Rico showing he can go to all fields. Flown out to left, now right. There's Joe Torre, 4-2. There's that 4-2 again. 1-3 single. And it's a 4, so he'll line it out to short. So 2 down, Gene Oliver, the catcher. He reached on an error. First time up, 1-4. He's going to do some damage. 1-4, 1-11 is a home run. Anything else, he triples. And it's an 11, right on the number. So Gene Oliver goes yard against Sandy Koufax. He will tell his grandkids about that one. And he is 1 for 2. There's Eddie Matthews. 3-8. Struck him out. Lefty-lefty matchup. That's got to be tough. Eddie goes down, but Oliver scores on a solo shot by himself, and that's he scored both runs. The catcher getting some running in tonight. There's Jeff Torborg. Braves up 2-0. 3-4. Ballpark check singles. Pop out. No. 1-9 to 5. So it'll be a single for Torborg. Now that brings up Koufax. He's going to be an E-bunter because they are expecting this big time. And a 7 and an E. It's a 1-2 count. Let's see. He's going to try it again. And it's a 2 on the D20. Do we do the D20 on the bunt? I guess you could balk or pass ball. Balk rating 0, so no balk. Do we re-roll? We're going to re-roll. Let's just do it like we normally do. 10, he's going to continue to bunt. It's a bad. Batter lays down bad bunt. Lead runner is thrown out by the fielder. That just blew up. So it's a fielder's choice. And it's a 2. Is that catcher? Pitcher? All right, Koufax at first, fielder's choice. And top of the order, Maury Wills. 5'9". 5'9". He's batting right-handed though. 5'9", normal power. He does not have normal power though. He's weak. 1-17 is going to be a single. Anything else he doubles. So he singles. 2-star single. First and third. I believe it's 2 stars, isn't it? I'm double check. Yeah, on a home run check, it's 2-star single. Start doubting myself there. First and third. with 1 out. And Wes Parker. First of all, Maury Wills is going to try to get a lead. 7, he does. And it's a 1-13. And it's a 2, so possible. Throwing error on the catcher, Oliver. Let's see, what is he, a 1-7? It's a 7. So it is a wild throw. Wild throw by the catcher, and Maury Wills ends up on third. That scores Koufax on the wild throw. So stolen base, wild throw. That's an E2. And Maury Wills is at third base with 1 out. And they can tie the ball game up here with Wes Parker. A little single, 4-3. Right-hander, 4-3, third base X. That's Eddie Matthews at 427. Do the old flipper. 427. Uh-oh, 4 and a 3. 4 on a 3 is an SI1. And then a 5. That's a rare play. SI1, rare play. What do we got here? Runner on first base, batter, and well, there's no runner on first. With no runner on first, the batter hits a single, runners advance one base. That doesn't sound very rare. Batter hits a single, runners advance one base. RBI single for Parker. Tie ball game. Parker at first. 7 or 12. He's not. They're going to hold him on. So Willie Davis, he's going to try to hit and run. So that'll make him a runner being held a B. And it is off the hit and run chart, because it's off the batter's card, so it's a 4. 4 and a B is a ground ball, first base C. So ground ball, first base C, it means it's going to be, runner will advance. So runner at second with 2 down. Tommy Davis. 6'7", right-hander. Second base X. 6'7", what am I doing? Second base X. Woody Woodward, 324. 324. And that's a 6. On a 3 is a G3. And then a 10 on a 24. Right, 24, 10, no error, so he makes the play. That'll retire the side. 2 runs for the Dodgers. They tie it up. Bottom of the 5th. Woody Woodward just made the good play. 2-3. Fouls it out to third. And that brings up LeMaster. 3-6. Grounds it out to short. It's 2 ground balls to short for LeMaster. Felipe Alou. 0 for 2. The strikeout. 2-10. Grounds it out to short. So that's a quick little bottom of the 5th. Top of the 6th. 2-2 ball game. Tommy Davis is not batting. Should be Lou Johnson. 5'6", right-hander, struck him out. So he didn't get hit by the pitch that time, but strikes out. 3-7. Pops it out to short for Lefevre. There's John Kennedy. 2-5. 2-5 is going to be a hit. 2-5. 1-5 triple. 15, so single. It's 2 downers, catcher, Torborg. And it's a 2-11. Ballpark check singles. 1-9. 20, so no such luck. I'll line it out to short. That'll end the inning. Bottom of 6. Dennis Menke. I want to say Meineke, but it's Menke. You know, like the car, whatever. Meineke. Was that mufflers? 4-7. The right-hander flies it out to right field. So a little late on that one. He flies it out to right. Brings up Hank Aaron. He can break that tie. At the 1 column, but he didn't get it. 5-7. But he's going to get a hit. Well, most likely. 1-17. It's 11, so a single for Hank Aaron. He's 1 for 3. Not a stealer. Rico Cardi. 5-7. Right-hander. 5-7. There's that. That's right-hander this time. 5-7. 1-6 double. 13. He flies out to center. 2 down. Hank still at first. Here's Joe Torre. 5-9. Right-hander. Struck him out. Koufax comes back with a big K. Strikes out Torre. And we'll move to the 7th. Still tied up 2-2. Koufax to lead it off. I don't need that. 4-6. He's a right-hander. He draws a walk. 4-6. Koufax draws the walk. He is a right-handed batter. So Maury Wills. He will bunt. They'll be expecting it, I think. Yeah, they're gonna make it. That's gonna make him a B bunter. He's gonna bunt. 7 should be a good sack, and it is. Koufax moves to second. We have 1 out. Wes Parker, he is 1 for 3. 1-7. That is going to be a single. Most likely 1-17. It's a 1, so a single, 1 star for Wes Parker. Doesn't score the run. Moving Koufax to third. 1 out. First and third, Wes Parker. Not much of a stealer. 7. Caught 3 times. So we need a hit. We got 1 out. Willie Davis. 3-7. 3-7 will be a single. There is only 1 out, so the clutch doesn't come into effect. 3-7. Single to right field. And Parker will move to third. They'll let him go, and we'll hold Willie to the single. Keep that double play in order. Koufax scores. Tommy. It's a 4-8 right-hander. Uh-oh, more problems. 1 to 18 is a single. And it is a single, 1-star single. But it scores another run. And that's 2 in the inning. It's 4-2 now, Dodgers. Lou Johnson, he's been hit by a pitch twice and struck out. And there's only 1 out. Let's see. LeMaster is going to... He's a lefty. Well, he's going to go one more. Lou Johnson. 3-7. I always go like one too many, but 3-7. It's going to be a strikeout. So he strikes out Lou Johnson. That's 2. Lefebvre. 1-7. And he's going to ground it out to short. So that gets him out of the inning. 2 runs, though. 4-2, Dodgers. Bottom of the 7th. Koufax got a lead now. Got that lead. He's tough with that lead. 3-11. Fouls out to third. Now here's Eddie Matthews, 0 for 1 with a walk. 3-10. Grounded out to first. Woody Woodward, 1 for 2, single, 6-6. 6-6 right-hander, 1 to 15 is a single. So Woody Woodward. The day I went 2 for 3 against Sandy Koufax. And that's going to bring a pinch hitter. Let's see, Felix Milan. Isn't that like the dog whisperer guy? What's his name? Gary Geiger, no. Lefties, again, I don't really consider. Frank Bowling. I'm thinking Million. Yeah, it's Million, I think. Felix Milan. He's a pretty decent hitter, I think. 275. At least in 66. We got a runner at first. Woodward. Tony Spiccioli's checking in. Yeah, this has been a while. Good to see you. 2-3. 2-3 for Felix, and that's going to be a ballpark check singles, man. 2-2's a double, 2-4's a double, 2-5's a double, 2-6 is a double, 2-7's a double. 2-3, ballpark check single. 1-9. And it's an 18, so tough luck there. He'll line it out to short. And the Astros, so used to playing the Astros. That's not the Astros, it's the Braves. The Braves will come up empty. And I'll bring in the guy they actually brought in the real game, Clay Carroll. That's what I usually try to do. Bring in the same guy they brought in. So it's 4-2 Dodgers, top of the 8th. John Kennedy. 2-5 versus a right-hander now. 2-5 is going to be a hit. 1-6 double. Anything else, he's singles. So a leadoff single for Kennedy. He's 2 for 4. Stealing is not an option. Torborg's going to hit away. 1 wild pitch. 1-16. He's kind of wild. You got a little control issues, and it's a 2. So wild pitch. Don't need to sacrifice or anything. He just got over there anyway. Wild pitch. 6-6. Torboard. Right-hander, right-hander. Pops it out to short. The Bat Whisperer. Sandy Koufax. Man at second. Scoring position. A 6-8. He's a right-hander. Lines it out. Koufax hits one. Closed his eyes and just hit one on the screws, but actually that was a line out, wasn't it? Line out to third. And I messed that up. L5. So Kennedy's still at second. 2 downers. Maury Wills. He is 1 for 2. 3-4 versus a right-hander. Flies it out to left field. So they leave the runner stranded. Kennedy. So it's 4-2. Bottom of the 8th inning. Felipe Alou, the top of the order. 3-10, lefty. And Felipe gets hit. A little payback. I don't think he would do that, though. 2-run lead. And here's Dennis Menke. It's a 4-10. 4-10, he's a right-hander, shortstop X. Maybe I should have tried to bunt Alou over, but let's see. 4-10, shortstop X. Shortstop Wills a 327. 2-run lead deficit. Uh-oh. 3 on a 2. That's going to be a single. And then a 27, and he's we got a 10. 27, there is no 10, but it's going to be a single. Runners advance 2 bases. Single for Menke. Alou to third. And guess who's up? Hank Aaron. Let's see, what did Hank Aaron do in 66? 44 home runs, 279 average. I thought his on base might be a little higher than that, 360. He stole 21 bases. That's pretty good. I mean, 21 stolen bases. The only guy that has a 7 here for a good lead. Here's, oh man. We're going to pitch to him. Arguably one of the best pitchers of all time. 5'8". Right-hander, second base X. So it's going to be a tough play. Tough play for Kennedy, 317. Need a high roll on that D20. 13, G2. And then a 9 on a 17. There is no 9, so G2, no error. Runners at first and third. Force play. So no double play. So fielder's choice. Runner scores. Force. There's that, yep. So Aaron reaches on the fielder's choice. But that scores a run, makes it 4-3. We have Aaron at first with 1 out. Rico Cardi. He can hit 1 out. Well, he only had 15. Hit 326 though. 15 home runs. There's a 5-2. Oh my goodness. 5-2's a ballpark check home runs. 5-2. And Rico is a right-hander, 1/16. It's 1/16. It's a 12. Rico goes yard. So a mistake. Koufax makes a mistake. And it is a 3-run inning. The Braves take a 3-4 lead. I mean 3-4. How about 5-4? 3 runs in the inning. Bases clear. Joe Torre. Bases clear. They don't leave him out there. 5-5 right-hander. Struck him out. So 2 down. 5-3. Pitcher, Koufax. He's a 2-E4. So decent fielder, 2-E4. Oh my goodness, a 2 and a 2. Bad luck there. SI1. And then a 12 on a 4. Single though. Little infield single for Oliver. Two outs, Oliver at first. Here's Eddie Matthews. It's a 4-2. Lefty. 1-4 is a single. It's 14. He'll line it out to second. 3 runs though. And that makes it a 5-4 ball game. Braves. Who's their closer? I have no clue. Pat Jarvis, no. Dick Kelly, no. Don Schwal, no. Cloninger, maybe. 1 save. Ken Johnson, nothing. Chichi Olivo. Or Phil Necro. Ted Abernathy had 8. Chichi had 7. You got the top of the order. You got switch hitter, lefty, and then righty. And they're all right-handers. Pretty hefty ERAs for all of them, too. It's a good question. Let's go Ted Abernathy. Ted Abernathy's coming on to try to close this out. And give Koufax a loss. He's 11-3. Wes Parker's going to lead things off. Batting left-handed, 3-8 versus right-hander. Pops it out right in the middle there. Pops it out to second. 1 out. There's Willie Davis. 6'3", lefty. Left field X. Left fielder Rico Cardi's a 4'10". 4'10", 4 and a 15. It's a good roll there. F2. And it's 12, 17. And what was he, a 10? There is an error. 17 on a 10 is a 2-base error. Double check that. Rico's a 10. Yep. 2-base error on the left fielder, Rico Cardi. Parker, Willie Davis at second. With one out, Tommy Davis. 4-7. He's a right-hander, and he draws a walk off Abernathy, first and second now. Puts the double play in order for Lou Johnson. One out, one run to tie. One on the wild on the D20, so possible wild pitch is 1-20. I don't think I've ever seen that. It's 1-20. So wild pitch. Runners move up. And Lou Johnson's still at the plate. 5'11", right-hander, third base, A. Infield is going to be playing in. See, 5'11", third base, A. Ground ball A, bases occupied, second and third. The 1, batters out, runners hold. So Lou Johnson hits one sharply to third, but gets thrown out. Down to the final out. Base hit could win, well, could give him the lead. 1-7, he got the 1 column, but, well, versus a right-hander, 1-7's a walk. Lefebvre walks. Bases loaded now. John Kennedy. 3 home runs back in '66. He only hit .201. Could bring in a pinch hitter. I think we're going to. Ron Farrelly's a good choice. Roseborough's a good choice. I'm thinking let's go Ron Farrelly. Ron Farrelly. So Abernathy's given up 2 walks and then an error and a wild pitch. And I'm going to put his name out here. Ron Farrelly, pinch hitting, left-hander, bases loaded. 6'4", he's a lefty. And fly ball center field X. So tough chance. Center fielder's Alou, 3'7". It's coming down to this, the D20. It's an 18. So it's going to be an F3. And then a 11 on a 7. There is no 11 on a 7. So Alou makes the catch. Fairly gave it a ride, but not far enough. That ends the ball game. Dodgers lose it. Braves comeback fashion. They win at 5-4. So Koufax will drop to 11-4. He pitched 8 innings. Gave up, I think that, no, one of them was not earned. 5 runs, 4 earned. And number of hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. Walks and strikeouts. 2 strikeouts. 1 walk. 3 and 1. 4 and 1. 5 strikeouts and 1 walk. Home runs, 2. Rico Carty jacked 1 out, and Oliver. 2 home runs. Bumps his home run total up to 12 through 18 games. 12 home runs in 18 games. 11 and 4. Real life after this game, he was 14 and 2. This is the actual, what happened in the actual game. LA won it 2-1. 11 Ks, 2 walks, 5 and 1 in this one. So disappointing loss. I don't like to see him lose, but it's going to happen, and it happened. Yeah, thank you guys for joining me. Jerry Ball checking in out there in Arizona. Good, always good to have you, Jerry. I don't see you around often enough. Al's here, Jerry, Ken, Tony, D. Smith. Let's see who else. Anybody? Anybody else? Tribe fan was here. Mike McAllister. Al Red Sox fan, I think I mentioned. Yeah, so some late night action. It's approaching 11 o'clock. But I'm off tomorrow. And I thought that's going to do it. We're going to wrap it up. Thank you guys again for joining me. Got to get to bed. So until next time, you guys take care and God bless.